Hey everybody, Mike Guyomi, Sons of a Pitch, soccer podcast, Liverpool, Manchester United, the fight for the top of the table is here. Kickoff underway just now. How's everybody doing tonight? Today, during the day here for us here in the United States. Thanks for jumping on our live stream. We are here, your soccer headquarters, Sons of a Pitch. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? Thank you all for joining us here for this live stream reaction watch-along Sons of a Pitch, an American soccer podcast. I am Mike Guyomi, your host. Look at all the viewers. We've got Facebook, Twitter, blowing up. Same with YouTube. Man, we are having a great game on tap here today. Liverpool and Manchester United. Let's talk first about the lineups here tonight. The first lineup is Liverpool at home in the 4-3-3. Alisson in goal. Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, Alexander-Arnold. Across the back, Thiago, Wijnaldum, Shaqiri in the midfield, Mane, Firmino, and Salah up top. A very strong lineup for Liverpool. Here is their nice graphic from Twitter. And now for Manchester United, they come out in a 4-2-3-1. David De Gea, I don't even know how to say it. I believe it's De Gea in the goal for Manchester United. Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka across the back. McTominay, Fred, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford in the midfield with Martial up front. What a lineup there for Manchester United, one of the strongest in the world. What a match we have on tap today. So thanks, everybody, for jumping in with us. We're about 2 minutes in. Liverpool currently in possession right now. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our awesome soccer content. We've got everything from MLS, Liga MX, EPL, all that good stuff. So thanks for jumping on. Hit that subscribe button down below. And don't be afraid to get in on our super chat. Get your chat recognized and get a shout out as well. Personalized shout out. Last night, Cameron Young from England, Plymouth Argyle Academy player, giving us a £5 super chat last night. So thank you, Cameron, if you're back on with us. I haven't even gotten to the chat yet, but thanks, everybody. Hit that super chat and get your name right over there into our top super chat here on the graphic. So we've got Nick has joined us here, my co-host. Nick, how are you today, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well, Mike. Apologies for the short delay. Parenting duties came into play. Of course, the kids always wait until the game starts to ask for something to eat and make a fuss about it. So, but it doesn't look like I missed much here. It looks like Liverpool just had another pretty good opportunity. Just pushing a shot a little left of the net. Manchester United stepping up, having a good defensive line there, good back line, pulling a lot of those Liverpool players offside, forcing the pass to go wide. So, you know what? I think we're in for a good game, Mike. You've got a Liverpool team who's been struggling lately. This could be one of their worst runs of form in a few years if they can't pull out a win here. I think they're winless in their last 3, and the last time they went winless in 4 was 2017, if my notes serve me well. So this is a big game for Liverpool from like a psyche perspective as well, and just a big game for Man United to really assert themselves at the top of the table here as we wait for Man United to take another throw in. And they're taking their sweet time. They don't want to get caught on that Liverpool counterattack, that's for sure. But yeah, United really want this win. They want to stay at the top of the table. They want to justify their slow start. They want to justify their style of play and the talent that they have. I think Man United's a fraud. That's just me. I'm not a big Man United fan. I think their strikers are more poachers than talented strikers. I think they just went out and bought Bruno, and he's carrying this team. And the moment he has a bad game or picks up an injury, they're going to be lost a little. So I am not a big United fan. I don't have a lot of faith in United. But Liverpool, to me, is the real deal. Especially being an Everton fan, having Liverpool as your biggest rival, and them just sticking it to you for so many games and so many years. Like, Liverpool's going to get out of whatever slump they're in, I think.
All right, so Wan-Bissaka now taking the throw in here. Paul Pogba goes out of play. Should be a Liverpool throw. And yes, it is. So here is Wijnaldum throws the ball back to Robertson, and Liverpool now 5 minutes into this one, trying to get on the front foot at home at Anfield. Man, what a crew we've got watching on Facebook. 300 viewers on Facebook right now, 27 on Twitter, and 10 on YouTube. So everybody that is over on Facebook, come on over to YouTube, Sons of a Pitch Soccer on YouTube, and come on over there. A lot more fun on YouTube than on Facebook. So here comes Liverpool now, and given away by Liverpool. And here comes Martial looking up the field to Shaw, back. And here's a nice ball up front into the box. Cross in from the center and dealt with nicely by Liverpool. Fabinho with a nice clearance out there. And so who do you think? You think Manchester United the fraud? You got Liverpool winning this game. What's your prediction on the scoreline?
The Everton fan in me wants this to be a draw, just a 0-0 draw. That way it helps Everton out in the table a little bit. No team starts to pull away from them. So, but I just think Liverpool's going to win. I think they're the better team. I think they're going to pick their game up right now. So I'm going to go Liverpool 2-1. I think it's tight. I think it's close. But I will pick the Reds, not the Red Devils, the Reds, to win this one 2-1 in a close one, Mike. Okay. What about you? What are you thinking? From what I'm seeing on the betting lines, it's Liverpool's the favorite here. Yeah,
Liverpool's definitely the favorite. I'm thinking with everything that Man United's been going through, they know this is a big game for them. So for me, I'm going with Manchester United to get the victory. Same scoreline, 2-1. That's my prediction. Let us know your predictions in the chat over there, actually. Let us know in the chat what your prediction is, as well as where you're watching from. So if you're on Facebook, hit us up there in the comments and where you're watching from with your prediction. Long ball over the top, looking for Mo Salah. Shaw back there nicely to defend, and a foul there on Salah. Rocky has joined us on YouTube. Same with Height Hager. Thanks for jumping on. Cameron Young says 4-1 Liverpool. All right. So that's a big victory there. Rocky says 2-2, a draw in this one, which would make Nick and his Everton fandom happy.
That's for sure. Right now, if you're looking at the table, you have Man United, who is sitting at the top. As Liverpool tries a nice little long ball over the top, that's just how good they are. They can beat you with passing. They can beat you with the press. They can beat you with the long ball over the top. And right there, you saw Mo Salah trying to make that run down towards the right-hand channel, but just gets cut off and blocked off well by the defender there. Actually, looks like maybe he was offside. But again, that's what they can do. They can beat you in a variety of ways. But yeah, looking at the table, Man United coming into this game, sitting at the top of the table with a game in hand. That's where the whole COVID thing kind of played into their favor. They had a few games in hand. They were able to get in a good form and bang out a few wins here. So they're a point ahead of Leicester, 3 points ahead of Liverpool, and 3 points ahead of Tottenham. Meanwhile, you've got Man City and Everton sitting 5th and 6th, 4 points back. So this is a huge game for implications in the table, because Manchester United can start to pull away from those teams in the 5th and 6th spots. And same with Liverpool. They can get right back even with the top of the table here if they pull out a win. So a lot of implications here from a league standpoint, not just kind of from the team standpoint right now. So I really expect this to be a really strong game from start to finish. There's going to be no kind of lag. No end of game tired legs, no team just saying fine, we'll take a draw here. I hope keeps the energy up, Mike, because late night last night, I could use some energy here in the game.
Absolutely. So McCamps from Houston, 2-1 Liverpool is his guess. Height Hager says 0-0 from New York. And then we've got Daniel Young as well from New York. Anfield can be a magical place, Mike, like BMO. Yes, I have seen that place with fans in the stands. Looks like a great environment. If BMO could ever touch that, would be fantastic. But, BMO's a great environment as well. Currently here, Pogba with nice dispossession in the midfield. Here he comes down the left-hand side, sends it into the middle, and a nice ball through there, but doesn't quite make it. Liverpool clears it out, tries to set Mane off, but the ball goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Manchester United.
That's the other thing you got to respect about Paul Pogba's game. Like, you've seen him win a World Cup with France and do it from a more defensive midfield spot, so he can drop a little deep to get himself more involved in that game and then really distribute, whether it be the lob over the top, whether it be a break on the side, coming up the wings. Like, Pogba has a very versatile game. I think he's kind of underrated a little bit. I'm not saying I like him. I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of his, but his game, he can pretty much do everything and does whatever's needed to really help his team. So I got a lot of respect for his game. I just don't know if, I'm personally a fan of his.
No, I hear you. Well, here is that Mane and then Firmino, and Fred gets the interception there for Manchester United. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out. No good chances as of yet, at least that I can tell. Fabinho sends the ball up to Shaqiri. Shaqiri over to Mo Salah. Salah sends it into the box for Firmino. Now back. And Liverpool starting to build that possession here. Alcantara. Alexander-Arnold over on the right-hand side, goes back. Nice little move there around the Manchester United defender and tries to lead Salah into the box, but it just goes a little bit past him and out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, to me, that's
let's see. We've got this is the first EPL game we've done here. So what are your, tell me about the EPL. I mean, I know it's the best league in the world, but I mean, is this something that, give me some more info here, because I never watched the English Premier League.
Well, sure, Mike. Well, I was just going to say that latest little bit of 1-2 play that Liverpool just pulled off is exactly what they do, right? It really helps them pick apart teams. Most of the time you see these little give and go passings, it's vertical. It's to get downfield. It's to get into the offensing attack. Liverpool does it so well to swing the ball back across the field. They do it across the front of the 18-yard box where they're working give and goes, and at any point, one of their players can rip off a shot or duck in past the defensive line there and get a good look on goal. So they practice everything so meticulously. Like, they know positioning, like all the things we talk about in MLS, like how the Columbus Crew know where their players are on the field and just hit a ball to the spot. The New York Red Bulls used to play that real high press style and really focus on pressing. Like, these Liverpool players are so well coached, so well trained. They do it all. They do every little bit of it. The one other story that I always like telling is Liverpool actually had at one point, I don't know if they still do, a throw-ins coach, and they would work throw-in plays. And there was one game, maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago, where they scored a goal off a throw-in to win a game, and it was exactly as they would rehearse it. I mean, this is almost like an NFL team who puts emphasis on running those gadget plays off of a kickoff or something like that. Like, Liverpool used to be that particular. The problem with Liverpool, Mike, you can relate to this, and so can Toronto fans. They have been the best team in the world for like 3 straight years here. And they've played so many games in such a short period of time. You got to wonder what their fitness is going to be like. So I'm sure Klopp is an excellent manager, one of the best, and he's going to be using subs. He's going to be bringing up young guys, just like you used to see Vanny do in Toronto. But at some point, there's going to be a breaking point. And is it going to be this season? It's going to be next season. Is it going to be the year after? Are they going to be able to keep developing young talent and bring in 1 or 2 of those stars? How long until Mo Salah says, I'm going to go get a giant paycheck from some other club? How long until Mane says, hey, maybe I'll go play in South America a little bit? Stuff like that. So that's what I'm watching.
Aren't these guys getting paid a ton of money anyway? Do they really need that monster contract over in MLS or Qatar or China or any of that? So
well, more money is always better, supposedly, right?
Yeah. I mean, a couple more people joining on here. Soccer09, Dan Garinger, Jay Jardim has joined us as well. Facebook, everybody on Facebook, come on over to YouTube, hang out with us over here. So right now, Manchester United in possession in the midfield, cut off nicely by Thiago, and Wijnaldum has it. What's what the heck is going on here? He just kicks the ball up to the referee, and the ref kicks the ball out of play.
They got a player down, a potential head
injury
injury
or something. What's going on here?
Extra ball on the field. Let's see what's happening here. In the meantime, there were a couple comments I want to touch on. Daniel Young over at the Sky Blue Citizens podcast says, English league from a CONCACAF standpoint is not a good league for youth development. And that's right, because they've got all the money in the world and every player in the world wants to go there. So they don't need to develop it. If you can get 2 or 3 players to come up through your system in the English league, then and that end up on your starting 11, then you're miles ahead of people because you're probably getting them at a good salary, and you can focus your money on other players, those big international signings. And Mike, just to touch on the play on the game here, it looked like there was something wrong with the actual ball. They just replaced the soccer ball or the football from wherever you're watching. Daniel, I'm with you, man. The MLS is really focused on player development because they're making they need those players to help fill out their team, and they can sell them off and make a real good chunk of money relative to what the league is doing. However, the similarity is these Liverpool clubs, Manchester Uniteds, Man Cities, they can develop players. They might not make their starting 11 or their senior club. They can still sell them off to the Russian league, the Turkish league, the Belgian league, and really make some money back on it. So they can use it as a moneymaker, just like the MLS clubs, but maybe not rely on the talent as much as MLS clubs.
Yeah. All right. We got Hank Q. Much love from North Shore, Oahu, Hawaii. I think that is our first viewer from Hawaii. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but thanks for jumping on, Hank. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button. And thanks for hanging out with us. Dan Garinger says, dang, game is not televised today. And I guess I'll stick around for a bit and then go stay in my fence. There you go. Yep, it's on Peacock here. So you got to pick up the subscription there. Here's Rashford, and oh no, there's a foul there on the defender.
Dan, if you've got Comcast as your internet provider, they can hook you up with Peacock. They should do it complimentary, but that's how I got it.
I've got Comcast on it, and they I went in on it, and they were like, no, you get the basic plan, but you don't get the premium plan. Like, oh, thanks a lot. So 7-day free trial here on the Sons of a Pitch credit card, and we'll see how it goes, and if we want to keep the $4.99 for some other lives, we'll see. So Hank Q says he's on Man United plus 0.5. So there you go. That's a nice bet there, Hank. I think Man U's going to pull this one out. I got a feeling on this one. Heithager asked thoughts on Armas at TFC. Go check out Nick's podcast. It was a podcast episode or a blog?
I did a blog. I did a quick blog post on it. We're definitely going to touch on it more on Monday night about Chris Armas. And I got a story about a time I met Chris Armas in a bar. So that will be on our podcast episode tomorrow night. So make sure you tune in for that. Or if you can't join us live, then make sure you subscribe to the podcast, iTunes, Amazon, Google, wherever you get your podcasts are, we're there.
Absolutely. So ball goes out of play. It will be a Manchester United throw. Looks like Shaw is heading over to get it. Thiago and Fernandez exchanging words there in the midfield.
I mean, that was kind of
at the moment, but maybe things will get a little more feisty here as time goes on.
We'll see. That was kind of the arms race here at the top of the table, right? Man United goes out and gets Fernandez and slowly starts climbing up the table. Liverpool go out and sign Thiago to try and keep shoring up their squad, match that. So you can see how in America we always talk about our sports as being copycat leagues. Whatever the team that won the championship does, everyone else is doing. I mean, in the EPL, it's just a talent arms race. Like, they're just going out trying to sign the best guys to make sure you're keeping pace and staying ahead of every other club. So, Mike, catch us up here. What's happening with the action? I think I'm about a minute behind your feed here.
So Liverpool is pressing in the attacking third at the moment. Wijnaldum starting to go backwards here, but they're trying to pick apart this Man U defense. Thiago now in possession, sends it back into the middle to Shaqiri. Nice little move by Wijnaldum, trying to set Mo Salah in, but Shaw is there to clear it out for a throw. Now getting ready for the throw in here. Is he going to take it short or is he going to go long? Alexander-Arnold sends it into the box. Sent back to Henderson. Henderson over to number 26. And then Mane now down the left-hand side. 2 defenders on him. Wan-Bissaka, good coverage. Pogba as well jumping in there. Robertson cuts into the middle of the box, sends it over to Shaqiri. A shot deflected, and it goes out. And we'll have a corner kick there. Nice shot, good deflection, good block to get that one not on goal. So a little bit of pressure here by Liverpool. Will they keep that up? Only time will tell. Here's Liverpool, takes it quickly, short and blocked out. Alexander-Arnold trying to get the low cross into the middle. Bruno Fernandes sends it out of play, and we'll have a second corner in succession here for Liverpool. As they get ready to set that corner up, guys, let's get that super chat going. Send us a super chat. Anything will help. Get your chat recognized, get a shout out, and get your name on our board here with the top super chat of the stream. Here comes the corner kick now, and it's headed out by Manchester United, but only as far as Shaqiri. Shaqiri back to Thiago. Thiago sends it to Alexander-Arnold. He sends a long cross into the box, and Pogba gets his head to it. Mo Salah tries to send it over to the left, but Wan-Bissaka cuts it off. Now he's streaking up the field. Pogba, will he send it to him? No, he goes for a switch, but Alexander-Arnold's all over it and intercepts it. Long ball from Alexander-Arnold looking for Mane. Is he onside? I think he is. He sends it into Firmino. Firmino takes the 1-2, takes the shot, and it's blocked. Now at the top of the box, Salah going for the volley and hits it wildly out of bounds. So Liverpool bringing the heat at the moment. And we got Kelvin on as well. Go MU, Manchester United, kill LFC. All right, tell us how you really feel. Well, Firmino with a nice little move. I think he was taking that one time off his left foot instead of cutting it back to his right. Probably would have had more success on that shot to challenge De Gea. Is it De Gea or De G?
De Gea.
De Gea. I'm aware.
De Gea.
De Gea. All right.
De Gea. Yep. This is my 4-year-old getting his foreign language skills up by watching international soccer matches here, right? We got De Gea, Mane, Klopp, Salah. We got them all, buddy. We got them all.
Hey, why is this?
Yep, sons of a pitch. That's the American. That's the English you can learn.
And here's Salah at the top of the box. Goes out wide to Robertson. Robertson sends the cross into the middle. Mane gets his foot on it, falls to Shaqiri, tries to send it back into the box, but no luck. Manchester United defenders all over it, getting the blocks here. 3 successive blocks on crosses. Man. And as Jay Jardim says, the importance of using both feet. Firmino had to hit it with the left. Agreed.
That's one thing I always –
Spectrum cable here. Cannot find the game live. Bummer. Yeah, that you were ahead of us last night for Monterrey and Club America. And today we've got you because we've got the game and you don't. How about that?
The soccer gods are fickle. That's for sure.
We appreciate you hanging out, Dan. Here is Sadio Mane. Gets blocked out. McTominay knocks it out of play. Mane now with the throw. Drops it off for Robertson. Will he take a long throw into the box here?
I got to tell you, Mike, I love Jay's comment about the importance of using both feet. That's just something that, as a kid playing youth soccer, got drilled into my head. Like, develop both of your feet. When you're a basketball player, you got to be able to shoot left or right-handed, right? Or at least make a layup with either hand, be comfortable with either hand. Sometimes I watch these guys who are the best in the world and have such a difficult time playing it off the left feet. Now, granted, the degree of difficulty is insanely high because you're playing at the fastest pace and against the best defenders in the world. But there is a piece of me that says, these guys should be able to do better with their off foot.
No, totally. I mean, that's something you would think that one of the best strikers in the world would be able to use his left foot pretty well. There's a foul here on Shaqiri. And
knowing Shaqiri, I'm surprised he doesn't have more fouls called against him this game already.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He'll be in the book shortly, that's for sure. He's already had 2 or 3.
And he's an interesting player. And I think when Liverpool,
to me, that's not much of a foul. I mean, you look at that replay and Anthony Martial goes up and jumps up. He didn't even need to. And look at it. I mean, that's not a foul to me. So
that's why I don't like Anthony Martial.
Good deflection here by Firmino. It falls to Mane. Mane sends it back into the center of the box. Wijnaldum from the top of the box. Ooh, ball to hand there, not hand to ball. And Shaqiri from the top of the box tries a left foot curler, goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Manchester United.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Martial. I just think he's smug, and I think he's cocky, and I understand you got to be confident in a lot of what you're doing. But I just don't like him. I just don't like his style. I don't think he's the kind of player that can make your team better. I think he fits in with really good teams. I don't think he's a guy that's going to make your team better. I see Man United trying to move him in the next 1 or 2 transfer windows, but that's just my opinion on him. I like Dan Gehringer's comment about Shaqiri. He's an aggressive player, and
yeah,
I'd say that one, okay, I'll give the foul, because you don't want guys undercutting players jumping up for headers. So I'll give you the foul on that one. I think Martial milked it a little bit, but Shaqiri, yeah, he's aggressive. He goes in hard. He's a guy who, the other thing is, he played for Stoke and, you know, never gave 100% of his effort. You saw him on the Swiss national team. He would go all out. That's what got him signed by Liverpool was his international performances, I think. And then now that he's with Liverpool, one of these top clubs in the world, all of a sudden he's really playing well. Like, go figure on that one, right? So whatever is in his head or whatever game he's trying to play, I appreciate him being aggressive, but sometimes he crosses that line a little bit and can get himself into a little trouble. And then if he's got if he gets his hot head going, then he's going to get in even more trouble with his mouth as much as his feet. So Shaqiri, if this game gets chippy, a guy to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. Here comes Manchester United now. First time they've had some possession in their attacking third for a while, but easily dealt with there by Liverpool. Sent back out. And here comes Maguire now. Long run, tries to send a ball into the box, but too far for Martial. And it goes out of play for a goal kick. Alisson, ready for that goal kick there.
The Frenchman, Alisson. That's right.
Is he French or Brazilian? I thought he was Brazilian.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. For some reason, I thought he played for France.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but damn it, I know where he's from.
I will confirm quickly, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
So,
yep, Brazilian.
Facebook still blowing up here. 105 viewers on Facebook. Guys, come on over to YouTube and hang out with us there in the chat. That's where we do all of our business, is on YouTube. But while you're on Facebook, make sure you follow us on there so we can maybe reach monetization over there as well. But lots of reactions. 71 reactions. We've got about 55 likes. We've got about 10 loves. We've got 1 wow, 1 sad, and 1 angry. So
don't be angry. We can't broadcast the game.
Yeah.
We don't want to get in copyright jail.
Don't, just be happy. Be happy. It's a beautiful morning here, maybe night wherever you're watching, but a beautiful morning. Manchester United, Liverpool. Lots of fun. Here's a free kick now for Manchester United. And into the box. Goes all the way to the other side to Shaw. Shaw goes low, gets deflected up. Pogba tries a little bike kick. They're calling for a handball. I didn't see it.
Ooh.
And Bruno Fernandes now in possession in the midfield. Shaqiri gets his foot to it and sends it up to Salah. And the ball goes out of play. It'll be a Liverpool throw, and Robertson getting ready to take that one in.
That would be a total Manchester United way to like steal a point or something from, Liverpool here, like just a ridiculous handball call in the box. That would be completely expected from someone who is probably not a big Man United fan like myself. But I'm not going to hide it. Y'all know where I'm coming from now.
Yep, exactly. All right, here comes the throw now with Wijnaldum. Sending it back to his center back there, Henderson. Henderson over to Fabinho. Fabinho finds it on the right for Alexander-Arnold. He steps into the attacking half, sends a long switch over, and a horrible, horrible cross there by Robertson. Sends it way out of play. Not even close on that one. So Jurgen Klopp, the coach of Liverpool, one of the best coaches in the world, So I know the coach for Manchester United, Ole Solskjaer or whatever. That one, he's kind of on the hot seat, isn't he?
So yeah, Mike, he was on the hot seat earlier in the season when Man United got off to a slow start. First of all, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't know why people are calling him Ole or Solskjaer. I'm like, go with Gunnar. Why can't we go with Gunnar? That's what I would call him at least. I think he would have a little bit more broader appeal, especially here in the United States, if you just started calling him Gunnar. But hey, that's just my own opinion here. My little soapbox for a minute.
So, hey, Q, I miss MLS. Yes, so do I. I miss MLS as well. Liga MX is hard to bet. Really weird league. Agreed. I do my picks and predictions for Liga MX, and the first week was pretty rough. This week's a little bit better, but yeah, very hard to very hard to bet on that league, and just learning more about it, but not as exciting to watch either as MLS or even from what we're seeing here in this Premier League game here. Soccer09 says he likes Liga MX than MLS. It's his opinion. So yeah, I mean that to each his own. For me, I prefer MLS play, but it is what it is. Here's a nice cross into the box here for Manchester United, and it'll be offside, or it goes out of play for a goal kick. I don't know. It looked like it was an offside to me. Oh yeah, clearly offside. 4 Manchester United players past the line there. So easy call for the linesman over there on the side.
Yeah, Mike, and just to wrap up my thought on Solskjaer there, the Man United coach, like, yeah, he was on the hot seat. You know, Man United was supposed to come into the season and finish top of the table. They're there now, and I applaud Man United for not overreacting, despite a lot of their fans overreacting, and actually giving him time to get this squad up and running. Obviously, everything the last year or two from the world of training and sports and cohesiveness and getting some familiarity with each other has been taking a huge hit. But
another foul on Shaqiri there, right at the edge of the box. Yellow card for Shaqiri. There it was. We knew it was coming. And free kick right outside the box. I mean, right outside the box. Shaw gets pulled back from behind, maybe about 2 yards outside the box, maybe 3. So interesting free kick coming up here. So who will take this one for Manchester United? It's not going to be Pogba. I see him kind of over by the wall. Looks like Bruno Fernandes stepping over it, and he's discussing with who is that? Can't even tell who that is. Number 17, Fred. So it's going to be one of either Fred or Bruno Fernandes. Still setting up the ball, still talking to each other, picking up the ball, kicking a little bit of grass out from under it. Ref still setting up the wall.
You know what? I'm seeing the replays of Shaqiri's yellow card foul here on Shaw, and I'm like, it's needless. Shaw's running directly at 2 defenders. Granted, he's
right. Fernandes. Ooh, that was it. Got up and down, but just missed to the left. Man, I thought that was in.
That's why they signed him for plays like that. That's for sure. But
missed by about 6 inches to a foot.
Oh man. Like, I don't understand why Shaqiri would even make that foul in the first place. He's running at 2 defenders. He's got nowhere to go with the ball, shooting or passing. It was just a needless foul, just a silly thing. Look, I get trying to take
ball up the field for Mo Salah. He comes in one-on-one on the defender, tries to make a move. It falls, and a shot by Firmino right at David De Gea. De
Gea, there you go.
Man, that was a great chance there by Liverpool on the counter. Should have done better. Firmino really should have gotten a better shot off than that right at the keeper there. So Wan-Bissaka in possession now for Liverpool, sending it up the field for Manchester United. Sends the ball over the top. Here's Rashford. Is he in? Takes a long touch. Caught up by Alexander-Arnold and now sent back into the middle for Pogba. He they're taking too long on the ball. Just take the damn shot. Flag has gone up for offside. Man.
And that's another thing about Rashford that I've noticed. Like he is been a really, really good striker for Man United, but there's those little things like that, those heavy first touches. He's not accurate from distance. He really needs to be running onto the ball in close quarters, one or two touching things and finding the back of the net. That's where his game is. And to Man United's credit, that's how they're using him. They don't need him to take defenders one-on-one. They don't need him to be that kind of false nine, dropping back, setting plays up, etc. They just want him to run out of the goal and score. That being the case, I guess that's why I don't really rank him very highly in my realm of strikers, because he's a pretty one-dimensional striker. That was like back when we were talking about Nikolic a couple seasons ago here in the Chicago Fire. Like, the dude was a one-trick pony.
Yep. So a couple chats over here. We got McCamps. He says that Houston Dynamo is his home team. Toronto is his favorite Canadian/Eastern Conference team. Nice. I like it. Me too, as well. Jay Jardim from Toronto says the pace of this game is picking up. And for those of you who are TFC fans, I am finalizing some details for some Toronto information. So make sure announcement coming soon. But look out for some announcements from me on Toronto. Here comes now. Is it Rashford? Nope, it is.
I don't even know the Toronto news. This is news to me too. I'm excited.
Well, I'll tell you about it. I haven't had a chance to tell you about it yet. So here is, who's that? Fabinho at the back sends the long cross over to Robertson. As Jay Jardim says, Mike with the tease. Here is Salah in the box. Two defenders on him. Cuts it back outside the box, over to Wijnaldum, sends it back to Salah. Salah goes all the way back to his center back, Henderson. Henderson switches over to Fabinho. Fabinho to Alexander-Arnold, sending it over to Mane over there on the right. He switched it over, and here's Wijnaldum in the box, sends it back, but gets cut off nicely by Paul Pogba. And Manchester United comes away with possession, driving it up the field. So another good little rush of pressure there. Jay Jardim says, "Are you going to be Armis's assistant coach?" Yeah, I wish. That would be nice. Nick says, "Technical director." Yeah, that would tell you I could take Toronto to the next level. I know that for a fact. Here is Nick says he doesn't have the license to coach yet. Yep, no license for me. I'm too busy podcasting and YouTubing.
So here we go, Mike. We're in the 36th, 37th minute here. Wanted to throw out some numbers here on this game real quick, as you hear my son in the background there. Liverpool right now is dominating. They've got 68% of the possession to Man United's 32%. 9 shots, 1 on goal to 1 Man United shot. They are dominating the statistical categories here. But does it look like they're actually dominating the game? It really doesn't feel that way, right?
No.
Like, a lot of their possession is in the middle and in the back. Their shots are coming from distance and not really threatening. So as much as the numbers are leaning Liverpool, I think this game's pretty even at this point.
I would say it's a slight edge to Liverpool. I mean, they've had more possession in the attacking third, but it's not as defining as what those stats seem to indicate. Here's a ball over the top by Thiago, but cleared out. At least this game, there's a little bit more action in the attacking thirds. I mean, last night when we were watching the over the top, Alisson comes out and gets his foot to it and then boots it up the field. It was offside anyway, so nothing mattered there. But that Liga MX game we did last night, Monterrey and Club America, that game was completely in the midfield. I mean, it was a very, very boring game to watch. 1-0 final for Monterrey with the penalty kick by Funes. Right. But so make sure if you haven't already, go check out that live stream from last night. But it wasn't as exciting as, say, this game with more action in the attacking third. Here comes Robertson now. Robertson comes up. Salah back to Wijnaldum. Sends it in the middle to Thiago. Salah now at the top of the box. Sends it over to Mane, but cut out nicely by the defender. And they're calling a foul on Mane against Shaw. Shaw dove in for the ball, kind of tripped up Sane there, and I don't know. Man, is the refereeing a little different there in England? I mean, are we getting a lot more ticky-tack fouls over there? Because this, to me, is not a foul.
I don't think
not on Sane. Could have been a penalty on Shaw.
I don't think the Premiership's known for ticky-tack fouls. I mean, they're known for a little bit more of a physical style of play. The biggest problem with officiating in England is VAR. Like, if you think VAR is bad in MLS, then you have not seen a lot of reviews in England. Like, there's actually a website out there that tracks what the take.
Oh, it was offside anyway.
There's actually a website out there that would show you the results and what the table would look like in the Premier League if there was no VAR. That's how bad it is. People are tracking non-VAR games.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it all comes down to the offside definition, right? If there's any part of the player who can score a goal that's offside, it's offside. So you're getting players called offsides for a toe, for a shoulder blade, for a hip. And by the letter of the law, they're offside. And so that's why there's a lot of uproar in England. And then it's also not being applied consistently, which is, cause for concern no matter what type of law they're enforcing. So yeah, don't complain about VAR, MLS fans. You gotta go watch the EPL first. And I love McCam's comment on that Liverpool, LIVAR pool. I love that. And I've got a couple of good friends who are big Liverpool fans, and they only talk about it when it goes against them, right? As all good fans do.
That's it. You never talk about when it helps you, right?
Right.
All right, well, play kind of slowing down here in the midfield at the moment. Liverpool in possession. Robertson right at the halfway mark, looking for somebody. No pressure for Manchester United on these guys. Just kind of sitting back, 0-0 at the moment. Is there a breakthrough before the first half is over? Doesn't look like it to me, not by the way this game is going here so far.
Mike, I usually I'd agree with you, but knowing this Liverpool squad, like, they have a penchant for grabbing a goal at the end of a half. They can do that. You just got to watch. All of a sudden, Salah breaks free, and there you go. It's 1-0 in the 44th minute or something like that. So I'm not going to put it outside the realm of possibilities, but it looks like Liverpool's okay going 0-0 into the half.
Yeah. So Pogba with a nice interception, and in the midfield gets swarmed by two Liverpool players, goes down. It's a foul. And McTominay standing over the long free kick right from the halfway mark. And, he looks like he's going to – nope, he doesn't go. He just goes short to Fred. Fred looking for some distribution in the middle. Fernandez goes back to McTominay. Now goes back to his center back there. Lindelof, have not said his name yet today. Lindelof, Maguire playing some 1-2 back to each other. Sending it over the top. Pogba is onside. Sends it into the middle, but defense there by Thiago nicely, and Wijnaldum ends up taking the ball out. Sends it up to Shaqiri. Shaqiri over to Alexander-Arnold. Arnold goes for the long box through, and it's cut off nicely by Lindelof. And here comes Alexander-Arnold again, probably the best right back in the world, at least in my opinion. He's in possession still at the halfway mark. Sends it up to Sadio Mane. Mane one-on-one with Shaw. Goes around him, but it's cut off nicely by Fred. And now Martial way back on defense there. Rashford sends it over to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes up. And can he find Marcus Rashford? He does. Rashford sends it back over to Fred. Fred sends it back to Lindelof, and they reset.
So now you're getting into that terrible soccer that Americans don't like. The forward to the back, the forward to the back.
Yep, exactly.
But you know what? That's Liverpool. I got to give them the benefit of the doubt, though, that this is part of their tactics. They're not going to give up the late goal to Man United. They're going to maintain the possession and take one or maybe two pointed chances here at getting a late go-ahead goal before the half. So I got to give Liverpool the benefit of the doubt at this point that they know what they're doing.
Yep. You would think so. At home, I think they'll be all right. Here's a long cross up by Liverpool. Shaw gets over, cuts it out. Fred sends it up looking for Rashford. Intercepted by Wijnaldum. Now Thiago turns, starts to head towards the goal, and then cuts back, drops it back to Fabinho.
I got to tell you, Mike, your pronunciation has been pretty spot on, but Wijnaldum, no J. Wijnaldum.
Just Wijnaldum. Okay.
Wijnaldum.
Well, why the hell's the J there? That's like my name.
Oh, no, I didn't invent the Dutch language.
Oh, man. Here is Mo Salah. Salah sends it into the box for Mane. Gets cleared out by Lindelof. Hadn't said his name for probably 40 minutes, and now I've said it about 12 times in the last 2 minutes. Mane at the top of the box. Offside. And we've got 1 minute of stoppage time before halftime. Real good opportunity at the half to kind of reset. Go make another coffee or scotch, whatever you're drinking. And send us a tip on Cash App. Use our referral code as well, and it's a free $5. Our referral code, FRQWGRS. Scan that little QR code, enter that referral code into your phone, and send us 5. You'll get 10. So easy way to make $5 there through Cash App. And if you don't want to do Cash App, there's always the super chat option. Have not had a super chat yet. So get on that, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a header away from Thiago. And now a long ball over the top. And there's the halftime whistle. Halftime. Thanks, everybody, for joining. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Hey, everybody, we're back for the second half. Players taking the field as we speak. Pogba's got his game face on. Liverpool getting ready to kick off here. Nick, what do you think, man? Nope. Can't hear you, Nick. You're on mute.
There we go.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
my friend. We need a goal, Mike. We need 2 goals. We need 3 goals. We need something to pick up the offensive action in this game. Both teams are playing quick. They're looking for good chances. And I really don't want to buy into the narrative that we're hearing from the in-studio analysts and from a lot of what I read in previewing this game, that the teams are going to play timid. They don't want to give up easy opportunities of teams going the other way, counterattacking, and then having to play from behind. But these are 2 of the best teams in the league. Why would you be afraid of playing from behind? Why would you not be going for it? So I don't know if I really buy the analysis that's out there. But you know what? The fact that we've only had, let's see, 1 shot on goal the entire game, it tends to lend some credit to that.
Yeah, it does. Here's Firmino looking for Mane, cut off by Wan-Bissaka. Pogba sends a ball up the field, broken up by Robertson. And here's Thiago looking for somebody to pass the ball to, finally gets it over to Shaqiri. Shaqiri has a run of Alexander-Arnold. Salah in possession now. He goes to Alexander-Arnold over on the right-hand side, sends it all the way back to his center back, Fabinho. And just a long ball over the top, easily cleared out by Manchester United. And very, very slow start here to the second half.
Right. I mean, you saw Liverpool's first 2 really offensive actions were long balls over the top. So maybe that is a tactical thing, trying to keep Man United on their back heels, trying to keep Pogba dropping back more defensively so he can't help spring that attack, and maybe just keeping Man United a little off balance. So I can totally see that. But you know what? They've got to make those passes better. They have to connect on those passes if they're going to get that desired effect, Mike. So let's see what Liverpool does over the next 5-10 minutes. They are the home team, even though there's no crowd in the stands. They are the home team.
Mane here with a chance.
Better at home.
No, blocked off by Pogba. Yeah, I agree. I want to see this open up a little bit, and I think it's going to have to be a breakthrough. Somebody's going to have to make a special play here and get something going. But here's Sadio Mane over on the left. Nice defense there by Wan-Bissaka. And he makes a couple moves around Mane, sends it back, and now cleared way up the field. Only as far as Henderson. 1 shot on goal in this game for Liverpool. Man, give us some action over here, people. Let's go.
And that's not because the defense is playing so great out of their minds. I mean, the
Right.
offense is picking their opportunities.
Yeah. And I mean, there's Salah. He's got a chance into the box. And
He's something, buddy.
he doesn't even take the shot. I mean, just put the damn ball on the net. See what happens. I mean, I understand you have 2 of the best keepers in the world on the field right now. But just take a damn shot.
Yeah, and it could be the whole idea of we don't want to get caught on the counterattack, because the way the game is played now, goalies are your first attacker, right? They make the save and they are launching players up the wings. Goalies initiate the attack. So that could, again, I don't want to believe it, but the narrative sounds right that these teams are playing timid. They're looking for the best goal scoring opportunity so that they don't give up anything defensively. And I think that's playing scared, and playing scared never works over the course of 90 minutes. So if the narrative is right, I don't like it. If the narrative is wrong, I still don't like it, because they're not doing anything on the offensive side of the ball. I understand. Control the game, and Liverpool's controlled the game. Almost 70% of possession to this point, but they're not controlling it where it matters. They're not controlling it in that attacking third, in the deep channels, getting crosses in, things of that nature. They're not being able to use Salah or Mane's speed for any of this as well. And now, like, you're getting some silliness over here with Shaw drawing fouls on Salah. Salah's got his hands up over his head. He's just bodying up on Shaw. Is that Shaw or is that who is that? God, who's the big defender there for
Yeah,
United?
it's Shaw. It was Shaw.
Yeah, he just falls down. I'm like, come on. Or no, that's Maguire. That was Maguire. My bad.
Oh, it was Maguire. Okay. Here's a 1-2. Mane into the box. Clears it in and cleared out.
So now the other thing that the halftime analysts were talking about is the use of subs here, right? I would anticipate, not just because I like that, but because the game needs it, I would anticipate some subs around the 65th minute. And they were talking about the big names on Man United's bench, like Edson Cavani. Like, that's a guy that still is a top world-class player, and he could come in with 20, 30 minutes to go and really change the dynamic of this game. So it would not surprise me one bit to see these coaches start moving guys around and start bringing subs in relatively quickly in order to mix it up a little bit, generate some offense.
So here is the corner kick now for Liverpool, and they go short and then play it back to Thiago. Thiago back to Robertson. Robertson back to Arnold over in the corner where they started from, and tries to send it through, but easily cut out by Bruno Fernandes. Up to Rashford. And a foul there on Liverpool. Just a very, very slow start to this second half here. Lots of comments over on Facebook. Some that I don't understand. Some saying that they love Manchester United. Here on YouTube, we got Jose Hernandez. He's on. Thanks for jumping on, Jose. Ask Nick if y'all are watching Liga MX today. There's 3 games today, and I will not be watching any Liga MX today. Chaos is ensuing upstairs. Kids, trying to do a little bit of cleaning, and then they act like union workers when we ask them to clean. And then the third child just got her fingers jammed in the car door. So, just unbelievable. So the internet is going out. We're going into a blackout, and we're going to have a little bit of boot camp and cleaning up in here today. Luis has jumped on as well. How you doing, Luis? He says, hi, Nick and Mike. Thanks for jumping on with us. Nick, you going to watch any Liga MX action today?
I'm going to try to get some of that on. As you know, we're following Liga MX a little bit more here at the Sons of a Pitch. And I got to find a Liga MX team to support. So if you have your candidates out there, viewers and listeners, definitely let me know who I should support and why. It's not going to be Club America, and it's not going to be Tigres. I'm just going to put that out right now. But send me your other teams. But yeah, Mike, stuff around the house today, my friend. I have to go shovel the driveway at some point. So for all you viewers who are in warm weather climates, just think of me when I'm shoveling snow after this game, the 3-4 inches that are slowly falling here in Chicago's northwest suburbs.
Here's Martial, sends it up to Bruno Fernandes, takes a shot, and blocked nicely there by Fabinho. It goes out for a corner. Manchester United finally getting some type of action going in an attacking third, but it does not result in a shot on goal.
Well, you know what? You got to have a shot, I guess, before you can have a shot on goal. So
I'm okay
with that.
What are the block numbers in this game? I mean, there's got to be a ton of blocks because there's been I've seen a bunch of them. Here is the corner kick now.
What do we got? How's the set piece look? They were saying Man United's had a few set pieces. But they're unable to generate any sort of scoring opportunities off of them.
Absolutely nothing there. Counter being broken out for Liverpool now. Sends it up, looking for Salah, making the run. Can he get to the end of it? He gets his head on it just a little bit too far. And David De Gea gets out and claims it. Sends it quickly up front to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes with a switch over to Pogba. Pogba over on the right-hand side, cuts back into the middle of the field, tries to send a through ball into Rashford. But gets blocked out, and now Shaqiri intercepts the pass, and Liverpool counters the other way.
Mike, we're in the 53rd minute here. One guy for Liverpool we haven't talked about much is Thiago. He hasn't I don't feel like he's been getting into the offensive rhythm that he's been really generating a lot. Now, whether that's good game planning from Man United, keeping the ball away from him, or the fact that what Liverpool's trying to do right now has kind of kept him out of the game plan. But that's a guy, if Liverpool's going to really bring up their offense and really create some opportunities, they need to get him going a little bit more, get him some more touches. Big signing. They need to get him moving. That's for sure.
Yeah, here's Salah. Sends it up to Shaqiri. He's on. Sends it back to Salah at the top corner of the box. Now sent into the box. Firmino, lots of time, sends it wide. Here's a shot. Hey, we got another shot on goal.
All right, look at that, Mike. Things are heating up here.
Arnold with a shot from outside the box, rolls slowly in to the midst of David De Gea.
All right. Well, things are definitely heating up here then a little bit, Mike. Maybe we'll get a shot on goal. Maybe we'll get a spectacular save or something off the post anytime soon here. I'm excited to see this.
Maybe. I don't know. Disappointing. I want to see some action. I want to see some goals. We've done 2 live stream reaction watch-alongs now, and in the last 24 hours, and we've had 1 goal out of
it's definitely not us.
Soccer.
So
trying to keep the energy up over here, and it's not working.
Here you go, Mike. I found a blocks statistic for you. I know you.
Oh, there you go. What do you got?
That one. So Man United has 9 blocks, and Liverpool has 6. So they are getting in some good defensive positioning there and working those lines. And that's according to WhoScored.com.
Okay.
Good website. I like their numbers. I like their stats. I like what they put out there. So
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here is Liverpool now. Wan-Bissaka over on the right-hand side. Sends it up to nobody. Goes right to the keeper, Alisson.
I love that call, Mike. And he sends it up to nobody, straight to the goalkeeper.
I can't lie, man. I can't lie. Here is Liverpool center back now, Henderson. Sends it over to Fabinho. Fabinho over to Alexander-Arnold. Up to Shaqiri. Shaqiri sends it up to Salah. He cuts back and goes back all the way back to Alexander-Arnold. And we're going to play a little bit more 1-2 between the center backs in their own half. 57 minutes into this one. Thiago now looking to get forward, sends a long ball over the top on the left-hand side for Robertson. Can he keep it in play? He does. It's taken out by McTominay, and it'll be a goal kick.
Well, at least they're getting the ball down that touchline, right?
I guess so.
So let's see, Mike. I think this is the perfect time now because, and for any of you who've watched or listened to one of our shows in the past, you know I'm Greek. You know I got to bring up the Greek connection at some point. I'm culturally obligated to bring up the Greek connection of anything we're watching here. Kostas Tsimikas for Liverpool. He's a 24-year-old left back, was just signed by the Reds in August of 2020. He had played in Olympiacos. He'd had some loan time out to a couple other clubs, but came up through Olympiacos, the top club in Greece, and he is now on Liverpool's roster. He's only the second Greek to ever play for Liverpool. So congratulations to Kostas Tsimikas. Hopefully we'll get to see him feature and maybe next time we'll wave a Greek flag around or something like that. So as much as I don't like Liverpool as an Everton fan, I got to respect them, and I got to like the fact that they got a Greek guy on their roster. So there's your Greek connection for this weekend's worth of games here, Mike.
There you go. Well, Liverpool in possession. Henderson sends it up to Thiago. Thiago goes wide out to Robertson, right at the halfway line. And we're going to go back. And it's played all the way back to Alisson. Alisson sends the long ball up the top, looking for Thiago. Gets broken up, little 50-50 ball there, and falls to Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold now switching over to the left. Robertson looking for the cross. Will it get to the back post? And it's cleared away. Finally, a good chance. No shot on goal there, but a good chance that was cleared out by, I believe, Lindelof was the one that got his foot on it, or was it Maguire? It was Maguire. And knocked it away from Firmino.
Maguire every now and then has a terrible game, and sometimes he just has that, ridiculous, clueless look on his face. Like, what am I doing? Where am I supposed to be right now? But then he has these great defensive plays, and I guess there's a reason. I think he's wearing that captain's armband there for Man United, and
yeah.
Why is he wearing the captain's armband? I can't exactly tell.
He is, yeah.
All those new side sleeve patch advertisements. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but he's doing it for Man United. He's doing it for England too. So I guess got to respect the talent a little bit.
Well, we're gonna have our first substitute of the game here, Nick. It is Edison Cavani for Man U. is going to be coming into the game. He's warming up. He's getting his instructions here. And
what instructions? Cavani, go score a goal.
Yeah, no shit.
That's the instruction.
Just go score.
Go win this game. Go score a goal. Like, attack. Because, again, you're looking at the possession statistics. Liverpool still has 66% of the game's possession, which is right about where they were in the first half. So they are still controlling the flow of this game, just not turning it into offensive opportunities. Man United trying to play out of the back and trying to play on a quick counterattack break, whatever the case is. If you can tell, Mike, the caffeine is finally starting to kick into my system here. Spitting stuff like a soccer DJ right now. But I do want to see how Cavani changes the dynamic of this game. I think it's going to be Liverpool's going to have someone body up on him and, at least give him a little, let him know, hey, I'm here. Welcome to the game. You're not going to turn this into an offensive match real quick.
So Cavani in for Martial, who did nothing in this game. I think he touched the ball like 3 times. Rough outing there for him. Edison Cavani, the new signing, there was some talk about him possibly coming to Inter Miami. That never panned out. No. Here he is for Manchester United. When a guy's getting courted by Man U, he's not going to Miami. Just not happening.
Yeah.
Here is the goal kick, or the foul. It was a foul, so it's kind of basically a goal kick. And here comes Shaw now with Shaqiri all over him, trying to bait him. Gets the turnover there. Alexander-Arnold up to Shaqiri. Shaqiri into Firmino. The top corner of the box. Nice little touch there. Sends it into the middle. Salah, take the damn shot. And it gets blocked and goes out for a corner. Yeah, as Jay Jardim says, Salah should have hit that first time. Absolutely. I mean, what the hell he's thinking? Standing in the middle of the box with 3 defenders around him, and he's trying to, take a couple touches. What the hell are you doing? Shoot the ball. These guys apparently don't want to score. That's what I'm getting here. So, and we lost Nick. All right, just texted me. My internet went out. All right, so McTominay now gets the clearance up. 63rd minute. And there's Nick. He's back.
Hey, thank you, Comcast. It snowed for the first time, and now your internet sucks. Thank you, Comcast. Terrible. Okay, buddy.
All right, so we got the corner kick here for Alexander-Arnold, standing over it. Firmino. And headed away by McTominay. Cleared up by Rashford. Salah gets his foot to it, sends it back to his center back. And now Salah over on the right-hand side. Cross in. 2 defensive players there for Manchester United. Falls Shaqiri at the top of the box. Tries to send it over to the right for Salah. Salah sends it back into the middle. Cleared up by Cavani.
Okay, Cavani getting some early touches, even though they may be defensive.
Yeah. And here comes Fred now. Fred sends it up. Cavani making a run. Gets deflected. Falls to the center back for Manchester United. Or for Liverpool, excuse me. And cleared up. Bruno Fernandes with his hands on his head. Wondering what's I don't know what he's
I mean, he's got to complain about something, right? He plays for Man United. So he's going to complain about something regardless of what is actually happening on the pitch. It looks to be just frustration right now, whether that's linking up with his teammates or just his own play. He just looks to be frustrated. He really thinks they should be up 1-0. He had that great free kick that was just inches wide of the post in the first half. He doesn't like where this game is right now.
Either do I.
Side, yeah, right? Let's get some goals here. On the flip side, a lot of the analysts are saying, Man United has a deeper bench, or at least a more talented bench. And that if they make the right subs, that they'll be able to generate some attacking opportunities.
Bruno Fernandes with a shot and right at Alisson, the keeper. There's that frustration there for you. Sends it right to the keeper from about 24 yards out. All right, Man U gets the clearance up. Now
that was not
Alexander-Arnold.
Not well hit by Bruno. I'm seeing the replay of it now, and he just doesn't get any power behind it. It looked like he was thinking too much right there, rather than just striking it and trying to just put it far post. He was really thinking about how he can bend it and weave it through the defense. At this point in the game, dude, get it off, get the shot off.
Cavani now. Oh, that's a foul there on. Is that Fabinho? I believe it's Fabinho. Took out Cavani's legs. Decent position. We got a yellow card coming up here for Fabinho. And decent position here for the free kick. Maybe about 28 yards, 30 yards out. But, I mean, you got two of the best teams in the world playing here. They should have somebody that should be able to put this in.
Here's hoping, Mike. It's like a straight on from, like you were saying, maybe 30 yards out or so. I guess I'm okay with that yellow card. It was a pretty easy call for the referee to make, breaking it up at a good offensive opportunity there. So, yeah, I'm not too broken up about this call. I mean, I know Cavani tends to milk things, but hey, I think in this one is deserved.
Yeah, so Rashford and Fernandez standing over it. It's got to be Fernandez. He was so close, kind of from the same angle in the first half, a little bit closer than this one. But let's see what he does here if he can put it in. Ref makes him move the ball back like 6 inches.
Yeah, Jay said it best. That's a distance. It would be really hard for them to get a good shot on goal to have a real quality opportunity, just given the distance on this one. But you know what? I mean,
30, 32 yards out, they can do it. Rashford steps up. He hits it right off the wall.
Yeah.
God, where's Sebastian Giovinco when you need him, right?
I don't know. He's somewhere over in Saudi Arabia, right? Winning Saudi Arabian league titles.
Yeah, right.
Oh, right on cue, Jay.
The box. And Mane gets the clearance up.
So here we are, 67th-ish minute or so. Liverpool still 2/3 possession, 2 shots on goal to Man United's 1 shot on goal. I'll give Liverpool credit. They're credited with 13 total shots, just 2 on goal though. Liverpool, it's odd, man. Liverpool has committed 12 fouls to Man United's 4. So Man United playing good defense without fouling, and I think that's really what goes to the coaching, which is why you saw Gunnar have that confidence from the organization that no one was really worried, because he got them in the right mindset. He's getting them playing good defense, and then the offense will come, right? There's too much talent for them not to be scoring goals. So, yeah, and then again, there's this game, right? 0-0. I'm thinking more of a macro season-long type of perspective here. But you know what? That's just where we're at in today's game in the EPL. We're right about halfway through the season. You're starting to hit kind of those doldrums. It's definitely not the dog days of MLS summer. That's for sure.
You know, I'm just saying it's 11:56 Central, man. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I might have to break out the bottle to finish this game out, because this is damn. This has been a hell of a game. So here's
some good coffee.
Possession. Nick, where are your shots? Let's do a shot. Tequila.
I said when they score a goal, but not right now.
Well, they did. Funes Mori scored last night.
I know. I'll be making up the tequila shot on our episode tomorrow night.
Oh, so you don't want to take a shot at tequila at 11:58?
I gotta go get the bottle. I gotta pour it out. I gotta make sure that Maguire doesn't do anything stupid for Man United. That's where I'm at in my life, Mike.
Let's just pretend your internet went out again.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just freeze. Does not move.
All right, here is who is it? Alexander-Arnold up to Salah. Salah back to the middle for Shaqiri. Shaqiri sending it wide for Wijnaldum. Get rid of that J.
There you go.
And Robertson sends it in to Sane. Sane tries to send it back, but Allison just gloves it easily. And he'll look to set them off on the counter, but he doesn't take it. He takes it slow and then just boots it up the field. Alexander-Arnold turns it over. Cavani gets his foot to it, to Rashford. Thiago just diving around in there, flailing around. And as Jay says, maybe, someone just take a shot and maybe someone will score. God,
yeah,
maybe. Right? Hey, it's on
goalies
you.
Might be so bored. At this point, the goalies are so bored, they might forget that the ball's coming at them. I'm waiting for a Liverpool substitution here, Mike. I'm waiting. What's Klopp going to do here, right? You saw Man United put in Cavani, an offensive substitution, Now, I don't expect Liverpool to go defensive and counter that way. I expect them to throw a couple offensive players in here and keep the pressure up on Man United. But you know what? I'm not seeing it from Klopp right now. I'm not seeing his assistant coaches up. I'm not seeing anyone warming up on the sideline. Maybe that's just bad camera angles at this point. But I don't know. Do you throw Minamono in there?
Long ball in off a set piece from Fernandez, and he like kind of just flipped it up with his foot, and there was nobody around it. I mean, this is crap football. I mean, now headed out by Alexander-Arnold. I don't know if he was trying to hit it back to his keeper, but it went out for a corner. I mean, this is just garbage. I mean, MLS better than this from what I'm seeing right now.
I mean, it's kind of an apples to oranges comparison there, Mike, but I understand what you're saying from a watchability standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, this is trash. I mean, and the way they're playing, I mean, maybe something opens up because they're just playing like crap. You know, that's, I guess, all we can hope for.
That's it, right? This game, unfortunately, looks like it's going to turn on someone's mistake rather than someone, coming up with a big play. And you're right.
Alexander Hager said 0-0. She might be onto something, or he.
Yeah, well, that was my hope. Again, as an Everton fan and Height's a Leicester fan. Leicester sitting, I think, second in the table right now. So, yeah, this would be a 0-0 would be a real nice result for those teams who are traditionally outside of your top
nice move there by Mane. Getting around the diving midfielder there for Manchester United. Takes the run down the side, sends it in, but blocked out nicely there by, was it Maguire? Lindelof gets his feet to it and knocks it out of play.
Let's see, and it's crazy. At least Pogba with a decent opportunity on the corner there, just couldn't generate any power on it. The set pieces here are really disappointing. A couple teams who have some real big, strong players who are unable to put the ball in an area where they can make something happen. When I play, I was coached, and I like it. Obviously, you adjust to the situation, you adjust to your players and opposing players. I want that ball played in on a set piece right around that penalty spot, right between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, where that's keeper no man's land. Does he come off his line? Does he stay on his line? It's a hard decision to make. And that's where you can get guys on rushing in. But you know what? These set pieces, the Pogba one was a good one. That last corner by Man U was a good one. But these set pieces, they're throwing the balls at the near post. I don't know if they're trying to flick it on. They're throwing the balls, long and wide, and it's just not in a dangerous area. David Harsh over on Twitter, I expected more for the game so far. We're with you, David. We expected a lot more, right? We expected the two best, quote-unquote, teams in EPL right now to put on a show for us. But apparently, neither of them want to give up 3 points to the other team. Maybe that's the strategy, Mike. Would you think that these top teams are like, look, if we can each take a point out of it, and then we make sure we just beat up on the lower table teams?
I guess. I don't know. McCamp says, all right, I'm switching to Pumas versus Mazatlan game. See y'all later. Thanks for joining McCamp's one. And hopefully that game's a little more exciting than this one.
Yep, go get your new Houston Dynamo swag. Go get the new logo gear, McCamp's.
Yeah, there you go.
All the way from Houston. All right, here we are, man. 73rd minute. Real slow going now. Slow going. As much as the teams didn't want to concede early on, they definitely don't want to concede late. And hey, let's get some fresh legs. Now, we were talking about Liverpool making a sub, but I look at who's on the roster right now. These aren't real guys who can make a huge difference. These aren't big EPL impact players. That has to do with Liverpool playing a lot of games. That has to do with a few injuries to some of their guys. But like Takumi Minamino, sorry, mispronouncing the Japanese name there. He's a guy who they had really high hopes for. Throw him in there. Maybe he can get something going here. I don't know too much about Kelleher, Williams, Jones, Origi. I don't know too much about those guys and if they can bring some offense to the table here. But you know what? Your current lineup ain't doing it. And honestly, I don't like them playing scared. I don't like teams playing for a draw as a viewer and as a strategy. So let's mix it up. Let's mix it up, Reds. Let's do it. And for Man United, I don't like the guy, but Juan Mata could come in and with a couple flicks and pass, he could create a great opportunity. So I really expect him to be coming in or at least getting a look. And Liverpool's got to do something quick, Mike.
Yeah, they do. Somebody's got to do something quick. I mean, this is here's now Rashford down the left for Manchester United, running at Alexander-Arnold, sets it up in the overlapping run by Shaw. Shaw back to the middle, and what a save on Bruno Fernandes there. That was the best chance of the game. Fernandes has had both of the best chances for this game. Alisson just barely gets his foot on it and saves it. All right, here's the replay of that one. Yeah, cuts it right back, and he tries to just side foot it over to the corner. Alisson just gets the foot right on it and knocks it up into the air and then clear it out. Nick, you there, man? Did your internet go out again? Looks like Nick's internet is out again. Shaqiri off, Jones on. Oh, there's Nick. He's back.
Hey, yeah, that was a great save by Alisson there. Those are those reflex saves that you hear people talk about. He gets in a good position, and his reflexes, kicks that leg out and stops that little flick by Fernandes there. So, not the best defensive positioning from Liverpool. Everyone kind of retreated back towards their line, which let Fernandes get open around the 6-yard box. But you know what? That's why you have goalkeepers there. Yep. They take the shot, the defenders take the pass. That's how I look at it.
All right, so 77th minute. Do we have a goal? Please, somebody score a goal. Somebody, please. Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes with 2 good chances. One in the first half on the free kick. Just recently here with that shot, that redirection there on the cross, but no luck.
You know what's going to happen here, Mike? We're going to get like an 88th minute PK for Man United. And it's just going to set the English soccer world on fire. Something like that. If not one of those ridiculous, ridiculous penalties that are called when the game's over, but they go back to check it in VAR. And it's like, oh, yeah, there was a handball in the 95th minute. Let's go give them a penalty even though the game's over.
God.
It'd be, again, why English fans hate VAR. Because there's been at least 2 instances of that this season where penalty kicks have been awarded after the game is over due to a VAR check. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I guess I get it to a certain degree, but
a little bit of a chance here for Liverpool. Thiago, middle of the field, takes a shot, and a great save by David De Gea.
Ooh,
that was
good,
on.
We're talking about Thiago.
That almost got done.
I'm just happy we're talking Thiago a little bit. I mean, he went back, he got that pass, and he took it. He didn't look to try to set up any of his players. He just went straight for the goal. Excellent play by him, forcing a really good save. That's what they need more of in these last 15-ish minutes or so, is just driving at the goal. And you look, the defender, he had gotten right by the defender. Defender's pulling him back. Like, this is what they need to do. And it was a great opportunity, great shot, good save. All right, Mike, what are we seeing here? Is Liverpool still doing this, or are we going to get Man United on the counter? What do we got?
Liverpool's got possession. It's going to be a free kick right from the touchline.
All right.
Standing over it. Will he just send one into the box? And all of them,
at this point, what offensive option do you want? Just put it in the mixer and pray, or try and build possession and try and get for some quality here. Like, neither of them have worked to this point.
Yep, ball in, gets knocked out of the box. Here's Jones' first touch of the game since coming on as a substitute. Thiago switches it back to Robertson. Robertson goes back to Fabinho. Fabinho up to Thiago, back to Fabinho. And sent up to Jones.
Again, another wasted set piece for Liverpool.
Switches over to the left. A very nice switch. Coming into the box as Robertson drops it back to Wijnaldum in the box. He goes out of the box to Thiago, and he misses the net horribly.
I mean, he got that confidence from that last shot, and unfortunately was overconfident going into that one, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Man United with the opportunity to build a little possession here and maybe can take some of the wind out of Liverpool's sails. Again, the possession is still 66, 67% in favor of Liverpool throughout this game. is Man United gonna take these last 10-ish minutes or so and really change the script here? For their sake, I hope they do.
Yeah,
I'd rather see the 0-0 draw as an Everton fan, but as a soccer fan, give me something. Give me some excitement. We've had a total of 6 shots
I
on
need
goal
something
game.
out of this, man. I need something. 80th minute, just into the 81st now, and back to Alisson. Alisson over to Fabinho. Fabinho back to Alisson. Just the play in between the center backs.
Yep, that's where we're at right now. We've got it's just possession. It's just possession for Liverpool, and I understand that's what they want to do. They want to make sure that Man United doesn't get those easy counters, those easy opportunities going the other way. And Man United right now not pressing as much. I'd like to see Cavani with those fresher legs working a little harder for it. And now here they bring it up a little bit.
Sends it into the middle, cleared out by Wan-Bissaka. Will it go out for a corner? No, Maguire gets it out for a throw.
Ugh.
Here comes Jones now off the throw-in. Jones goes back to Thiago. Thiago back to Jones. Jones cutting into the center. Good defense there by Fred. Turns him around. Gets switched over to the left-hand side for Robertson. Blocked by Wan-Bissaka. Only as far as Henderson. Here's Jones now in the midfield, kind of in the attack, just into the attacking third. Sends a long cross over to Alexander-Arnold in the box. He sends it back through and cleared up by Maguire or Lindelof. And here comes Manchester United now. Rashford, Cavani, 2-on-1. Rashford cuts into the middle. Now it's 3 defenders back. Rashford taking 18 years to do something. Take the shot, hit the pass, do something.
Ugh.
But instead, he doesn't even get a shot off, and the ball is cleared out for a throw-in by Fabinho.
You're right, Mike. They are looking like a very hesitant MLS team who doesn't know what to do. Like, come on, Rashford, just lay the ball off for Cavani. And even when Cavani's yelling at the bench, like he's yelling at the coaching staff. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you put me in here to change the game, and now your star striker, your best guy over here, doesn't even know how to lay the ball off for me. Like, the Liverpool defenders didn't even mark him because Rashford didn't even try to get him the ball. Now, call that youth. I mean, how old's Rashford? 23 years old or something like that? I'm going to look it up just to make sure, but maybe is that youth? Is that just him being the striker and he wants to go for goal himself? But come on, you got to be smarter than that.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, he could have cut it back. I mean, the pass might have gotten blocked, but he could have cut it back to Cavani, who was sitting there wide open on the other side because all 3 defenders went to him. Here's Pogba with the shot and a save by Alisson.
Yeah, Rashford's only 23.
Wow, what a chance for Pogba there.
For a guy who's had 40 call-ups to the English national team at age 23 and who's been playing on Man United's senior team for 5-6 seasons now, he's got to do better than that.
Yeah.
Got to do better than that. You're right, though. Great save. Great save on that shot.
Yeah, great save, but Pogba hit it right into his damn chest.
Well, he tried to get it up. He tried to go with power rather than placement on that one. Let me take a look at this replay here. What could have Pogba done differently on this one?
Could have went high, missed the net. There's the header now. Will it fall? Oh, Alisson comes out, but it gets blocked out. With that chance, I mean, he could have went low. He could have went cross net to the other corner. There's lots of options instead of hitting it right at the guy's damn chest.
I'm with you. I don't think he had
pressure.
He didn't have the near post. He couldn't have slotted it far post. He had to go high and hard, and unfortunately just didn't get it high enough. You hope guys do better than that, but you know what? I'll give Alisson credit for coming out, cutting down that angle, and I'll give Pogba credit. He didn't want to sky it. If it gets blocked, maybe you get a rebound. So just good plays on both ends. I'll chalk that up. I'm okay with that one, Mike, in retrospect.
All right. So here is Origi coming in for Liverpool. Manchester United kind of holding the pressure now. Firmino off for Origi. Here's Shaw now. Sends it into the middle of the park. Cavani sends it out wide Fernandez with some space over on the left sends it through, but blocked out by Liverpool. And now taken up the field there by Jones.
So we got Origi, who's actually Belgian, of Belgian nationality, 25-year-old attacking player. We'll see what he can do. He's been with Liverpool since 2014, had a couple loan spells to Lille and Wolfsburg, but still has almost 100 appearances for the senior team here with Liverpool. Handful of goals, but this is the guy who hopefully can change up a little of the action here with about 10 minutes to play, depending on how much stoppage time you give.
I don't see much stoppage time. I mean, we had the subs, but no goals, no injuries. So
right, not many cards this game.
Not many cards either. I mean, 2 or 3. So I mean, I'd say maybe 3 minutes.
Huh. Here's your Origi trivia. He's the youngest goal scorer in Belgian World Cup history after finding the net in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, that team that beat the U.S.'s best chance of doing anything big in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still is probably one of the best U.S. international games I've ever watched. It was so much fun.
Yeah, that was a great game. I remember that game clearly.
I was working for a private law firm at the time, and I'm like, I got to go to court and file something, and just never came back. ended up at the local bar, just watching that game with about three other lawyers who weren't going to court that day either.
Nice. Long ball over the top now. Pogba and Henderson fighting it out. Pogba gets his foot on it, but it'll go out of play. And Liverpool captain Henderson put it out, went off of his foot. Pogba's got the ball right by the corner flag for the throw. And Greenwood coming in for Manchester United in the 87th minute. Does he have enough time to do anything? Here comes a throw, setting it up. I don't know what the hell they're waiting on. They're not going to let the sub in on this one here, but Wan-Bissaka's got the ball. He throws it to Cavani. Cavani tries to send it back. It's cut off by Jones and then cleared up by Thiago. Long ball up. Manchester United gets their feet on it, but broken up by Liverpool, and now Liverpool's off. Shaw cuts it off on the long ball over for Salah. And Shaw goes back to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Shaw. Shaw to Bissaka. Bissaka up to Pogba.
You know, Mike, I keep waiting for Salah to make that just blinding run down the wing that we've seen him do so many times before, or just outpace those defenders. But maybe those days for him are over, considering he's been with Liverpool since 2017 and has won all sorts of trophies and accolades with them, has put in tons of minutes with the Egyptian national team. Maybe those days of just outrunning every defender in the league are over for him.
So it will be Greenwood for the best player, in my opinion, of the match, Bruno Fernandes. Heithager is back. Thanks for coming back, Heithager. And your 0-0 prediction is looking good right now, for sure.
Yep, I know the Leicester fan in you likes that, and the Everton fan in me does too. Let's just let these guys split the points. I'm a little bummed that Everton hasn't been able to play their full slate of games. They had a little bit of controversy because Man City all of a sudden is like, yeah, we're not going to play this game. Too many COVID cases. Well, it was within 24 hours of the match. Everton had already traveled to Manchester and was like in the hotel, and they'd said, well, don't you have enough guys to field the full roster? Like you just need a minimum of 14 players. How do you have 9 guys out with COVID when you didn't have any in your last match? And Man City just really didn't do anything, didn't answer. The league didn't explain anything. So now Everton, who is in good form, playing another top team, all of a sudden, game gets called. Now they're playing Aston Villa, game gets called because of Villa's COVID reports. So Everton, at least they're going to get some of these games in hand. Maybe they can catch up late in the season, play some of these lower tier teams who might not have much to play for and steal some points. Maybe they can catch Man City in a slump at the end of the season if they get to make this game up. Hopefully that favors Everton. Now, Mike, you saw a little John there with Fernandez and was that Wijnaldum? Like, what do you think they were talking about?
How this game has been trash? I don't know.
Yeah. What's Fernandez yelling about now? In the 89th minute, he's just letting a full game's worth of frustration come out.
Yep. Milner's in now for Liverpool. Greenwood in for Manchester United. Is there a goal here in the last few minutes in stoppage time? Looks like we're going to have maybe up to 4 now, just because of the amount of substitutions here towards the end. But
Right.
Shaw getting ready for the throw in here for Manchester United. Sends it into Pogba. Pogba back to Shaw. And that goal, nope, it went off of Thiago. So
I didn't know if they put Milner in, just because of the way the game's been right now. I guess I always saw him as a little bit more of a defensive minded type of player. And yeah, he's listed as as a defensive type of player, but like he could just truck some guys over, man. If he gets them ahead of steam, it's going to be hard for a defender to kind of body him up and brush him off the ball a little bit. So he might just be that guy on the counterattack that just, as my high school team had, kamikaze forward. Late in the game, you got your big center back and just send him forward and see what he can do. Just truck some guys and create some opportunities.
All right, well, 3 minutes of stoppage time is what it is. So I was right with my first prediction there 10 minutes ago. And here's Liverpool now. Salah with the ball. Sending up to Origi. Origi comes into the box. Plenty of black shirts back in the middle. Cleared out for a corner kick. Maguire clears it out. Can they get a last-minute goal off the set piece? I don't think it's going to happen.
Is there a late winner in this one, Mike? And by all accounts thus far, it does not appear so.
No, I don't think so. Here's the whistle from the ref.
What do we got?
Can they do anything? Set piece comes in. Great ball in. Cleared out by Pogba. Thiago, then Pogba gets his foot on it. Goes around Salah. And taken away nicely. That looks like that was Milner that got a foot on it. And Jones now in possession, the substitute for Liverpool. Sends it over to Thiago. Thiago back to Fabinho.
Dang, Mike, we should have done the Napoli game, my new Italian team to support. They just beat Fiorentina 6-0.
Oh, there you go. There's some goals.
Yeah. All the goals are in Italy this weekend.
Yeah. So foul called late by the referee. Very late. I believe it was on the handball.
Was he trying to give an advantage somewhere? Like, what was taking so long?
It was the advantage the other way. So I don't know why. Alexander Arnold kind of gave a little shove to Shaw. He went down like a ton of bricks.
Okay.
And started holding his knee or something, and there was no knee. What the hell's going on here? I don't know if I'm going to be doing any EPL games going forward, man. This is trash. But give me MLS. Bring back MLS. Let's go.
Right? Let's bring out the pure insanity of Major League Soccer here, right?
Yeah.
Just the ridiculousness of the DPs and the coaching and all the different kind of matchups and styles and lineups that we can see here. Bring back MLS. Yes, I'm all for it.
Yeah. As Jay joins us now on Twitter, he says, God, I miss MLS. Yeah, totally, man. I mean, this is
tying in England and MLS here, right? Supposedly, David Beckham and Inter Miami are going to bring in Gary Neville as their next head coach. There have been a lot of people who don't like that move, considering Neville has only coached, I think, women's clubs or the women's national team. I forget his coaching record. He hasn't coached the top flight team, I think, not to mention the fact that people just don't think he's a good coach, regardless of who he's managed to this point. Hasn't really proven himself, and it would just be kind of a buddy hire for Beckham.
One last set piece here, Alexander Arnold. Yellow card to the Manchester United player. Here's a long shot into the box. Oh, he takes it short. And they reset, goes up. Too many black shirts in the box. Cleared up by McTominay, and that should do it. There's the final whistle. 0-0. Boring soccer, boring football. Nobody gets the victory here today. Nobody scores a goal. Thanks for joining us. 2 hours of my life that I will never get back on a Sunday morning.
But you got to experience EPL at its averagest.
EPL, man. Damn, what a shame. All right, well, everybody, it's been, I can't even say it's been fun because it hasn't been fun.
That was fun. The game, not so much.
Yeah, exactly. The chatting was fun. 17 Clipper. I agree with your comment in the way, although I'm not going to say it or show it on my screen here. But 0-0.
Yes. Lame
Manchester
AF.
United, first place,
Lame
37
AF.
points. Liverpool, third place, 34 points in the EPL. We'll be back tomorrow night with our regular podcast episode. I don't know when I'm going to get to Liga MX picks and predictions, if I will at all, this week with how the poor showing on that video going forward. But we'll be back tomorrow night. We'll see you guys. And as Hank Q says, he did win with that bet. Nice bet, Hank. Well done. And we will talk to you guys very, very soon. Thanks for joining. See ya tomorrow night.